everybody, and welcome back to Chat and Chill Podcast. My name is Firahs.
And I'm Joe MK.
Why is he laughing? I have no idea.
No, just the way you said it is.
That's the best smile that one. Listen, man, I know you guys will listening to the other part. If you weren't listening to the other part, God damn it. Shout out to my YouTube guys. Don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, man. We ended off on Alan Shearer, Michael Owen.
Yep.
I said I was going to have some tweets for you. To be honest, the tweets weren't even as gassed up as I think I made it out. But we're still going to go through the tweet. We're still going to chat about the tweets.
All right.
Now, like I was saying earlier, what Alan Shearer was basically saying before I got rudely interrupted by the camera running out of bloody time, which is really the only reason we're here right now. Basically, Alan Shearer was calling Michael Owen a money grabber.
Yeah.
Now, Michael Owen was basically saying, long story short, he was basically saying that Alan Shearer wasn't as loyal to Newcastle fans as people may believe. I'm just running up the tweets because my phone's being used to record. So he was basically saying that Alan Shearer is not as loyal to Newcastle fans as people may believe. And then Alan Shearer then, what's it called? So basically there was an article where it was basically like, Michael Owen was saying that he doesn't owe Newcastle fans anything in terms of who he was as a player or just anything. Doesn't give a fuck about Newcastle, basically. Alan Shearer basically then quoted that and was like, yeah, you weren't saying that when you was chilling on 120k a week, like he was loving the money, innit? Michael Owen then went over that tweet and went, yeah, but you're not loyal to Newcastle fans, but you was out here trying to quit to go to Liverpool because Sir Bobby Robson benched you, so I'm act like you're some holy of the Newcastle the god. You wanted to actually quit and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And then this is where like people like Gary Lineker gets involved. And a lot of these footballers with the verification badge, they all start having their little opinions.
Yeah.
I actually had a journalist that came out and said, interestingly, he interviewed Michael Owen last year on the whole Newcastle situation. I can't remember his name. I'm going to be like, what journalist? I don't actually remember that much.
Oh, so his hits must have been lit then.
He was basically not co-signing what Michael Owen said. He was quite surprised at the fact that Michael Owen has gone this route.
Yep.
But they ain't that same energy when he did the interview.
Woo! Okay.
He didn't have the same energy.
Right, okay. I see now. Okay.
People are sitting there going, is Michael Owen trying to sell a story or is this actually how he feels? Let's be real. I'm looking at it like, you trying to make some coin, shit's drying up. No one gives a fuck about Michael Owen. But to be fair, who does though? Like, you've got people like David Beckham.
That's true, yeah.
Doing well, but Gary Lineker, for example, Rio Ferdinand. I don't really hear Michael Owen anymore, you know, in terms of in the media like that. I know he does a little bit with BT Sports. Is it BT Sports? I think it's with BT Sports.
Oh, no,
a little punditcy there. But to be fair, Michael Owen doesn't have like that kind of like marketing appeal anymore, in my opinion. And his career died out so quickly that you don't find when you talk about Michael Owen, you're talking about like 94. Like, you don't talk, at least people like Rio Ferdinand was like his career lasted. Lineker lasted. You talk about Michael Owen, you're talking about 2 seasons at Liverpool. You don't talk about anything else after that. Real Madrid was a failure. Newcastle was a failure. Man United, he came just to be a bench warmer. He went to Stoke City, bench warmer. Like, he was a bench warmer after Liverpool. The guy was not starting lineup player since he was like 22. Like, bro.
I didn't even realize it was that.
Like, nobody cares about Michael Owen like that. So, is he trying to sell a book? Yeah, I believe so. But I think, I think we've spoken enough about Michael Owen and Alan Shearer. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Great title. Give me that views. But anyway, let's. You're not gonna lie about that. You don't know. Cause I don't think it's a conversation we really care about, but for the title, I care about it. But anyway, we have to talk about YouTube. Everybody who doesn't know, Joe is a YouTuber. If you haven't seen episode 1, I will recommend you go check it out. It's actually part 1 as well. We'll be discussing a little bit about who we were and how we met, etc. So go.
Oh, you're talking about. Because for a second when you said episode 1, I was like, oh, you just did that like a couple of weeks ago. I didn't say anything. But then you're talking about on that couch. Okay,
But I'm just saying, Joe's a YouTuber. That's how we met, him being a YouTuber. And there's a lot of big things happening in YouTube nowadays. YouTube, I still don't get invited. You invite him though, so why one? Anyways, YouTube Black, hashtag.
We ain't even gonna speak about that.
I'm still trying to get an invitation, dog. But anyway, so there's a lot of big events happening around YouTube.
Yep.
Everybody knows who KSI and Logan Paul is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know Logan Paul for filming someone dead, but that's about it.
No,
And
it was
KSI
filming in the Suicide Forest.
Suicide Forest, yeah. That's the only thing I know him for. I know he was onto that.
Mm-hmm.
I
I never saw that video.
I didn't see the video. Well, I saw the video because everybody clipped it, but I didn't actually see.
I didn't even see the clips.
Live on his YouTube channel.
I didn't even see the clips.
Sam, he had it up for like a day as well.
But,
like, he's a weird.
But to be
guy.
fair, when the news came out, I was like,
I didn't believe it, you know.
I totally believed that he did that. I was just like,
Do you know his character to be like that?
huh? Yeah.
Really?
I've been around, man. Like,
I mean, you're a YouTuber. Though.
yeah, like
I'm a failed YouTuber. Imagine if I tell people I've been doing content.
So it didn't really surprise me when he did that. I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't really trying to watch the video either. So
nah, his content is it's too childish for me, man. Like the funny thing is, like the reason why I can watch people like Timothy Delgado all the time is because his content is for my age group. It's not family. It's not too family friendly.
Yeah.
And he's just himself.
Yeah.
We watch people like Logan Paul
Yeah.
and Jake Pauls and
Yeah.
I don't even know, Summer Rae. Like that man's content is so cute.
Oh, Summer Rae's like a YouTuber.
Well, she does YouTube content, yeah. All of these girls, man. What's a guy called Rice?
Rice Gum, yeah.
Rice Gum.
I like Rice Gum.
He's alright. I mean, I like his diss tracks.
Yeah, they're whatever. I haven't watched him in a
Shout out
while.
to my man Fuzi Tube, though. What's that?
Yeah. Guys, this guy is like the biggest YouTuber. Like literally, I walked into the door. This guy's been I don't know how long he's been looping. It was probably the same videos. It was looping the same. It was looping the same Fuzi Tube.
I was watching a prank. Yeah, this guy's gassing.
Actually, no, you were looping the same video because I saw the ending.
I was watching a prank, man.
And then, I don't know, man. It was one of them things,
yeah,
innit? I saw because the video ended and then it restarted. I was like, yo, what is
it's an
one?
autoplay on YouTube. So it went to another video.
Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, you saved yourself there, but still,
He thought he had me like he had when he was lit.
that's just one thing you've defended, but the rest, yeah.
Listen, guys,
Yeah.
don't hit the play the game. Anyway, really chill. I might need a sponsorship deal still. I'll put your face on the screen, man. Anyways,
But imagine if people did that.
lie.
That'd be the dumbest thing ever. Actually, might not be dumb. That might actually work. I don't know, man.
No,
I might have to try that.
Sure, I'll be down to try that. Fuck it, why not?
Alright, I'm gonna contact the Brilliant Idiots. Like,
Truth. And you
Soon.
to make money goes, bro.
but yeah, carry on, yeah.
Desperados, though.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Finish the Kopberg. That should be sponsored by them.
Trust me.
Amazing.
Drinks.
Carry
But
on.
also,
Yep.
so we all know about Logan Paul, like I said earlier. We all know about KSI, formerly known as KSI Ola Dudu JHD, or whatever that shit. What was his name before?
KSI Ole G-Day BT. No, that was his second channel, right?
I don't know.
The BT. Ah,
Was it
to
always
be- I don't know.
KSI? I don't know. But anyways,
Okay,
KSI is mostly known. Well, to me, he's mostly known for FIFA videos
Yeah.
and basically his very outrageous personality, where he's very screams very loud and does a lot of stuff with his younger brother called Deji.
Yeah, I only watched his second channel with when he played all the other games. I really couldn't. I mean,
He
still
went
to
into
this
FIFA.
day, I really couldn't care less about FIFA.
Yeah, to be fair. Pro Evolution Soccer, everybody knows. Anyway, so
Konami, the email,
apart from looking for a great title, we are going to be talking about KSI versus Logan Paul fight, the rematch. Now, if you haven't known about their boxing match in general, they had a fight last year in Manchester Arena, and it was a draw. It was a cold-hearted draw. I personally think KSI should have won, but that's my opinion. Did you watch the last fight?
Look at my face.
Nah, he did not watch the fight.
Does it look like I watch YouTubers fighting?
For somebody who is actually a YouTuber and has been involved with YouTube for quite a few years, what is your opinion on YouTubers, going into like sport? Because this is boxing, right?
I mean,
do you see these as like them taking the piss? Because you see YouTubers doing
no, not really.
now.
If they're actually good at what they're doing, then so be it. But
don't you feel that it's kind of it's weird because when people talk about like in terms of if you're talking about football, you got teams that are getting bought by basically Arab oil money and they can do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And then people look at YouTubers.
Yeah.
I feel like people look at YouTube in the same light because you got YouTubers bringing in football teams, right?
Yeah.
And half of their players will probably have like people with like 2 million followers, 10,000 subscribers, 10,000, but like very good subscribers on the YouTube scene.
Yeah.
Half of that, they basically are able to spend the kind of money and have the kind of fan base that none of these smaller clubs can ever think of.
Yeah.
But they're doing it I wouldn't call it a proper way, but a more natural way. You come up with a new football team, you're all fairly unknown and you work your way up the ranks.
Yeah.
And then you get a team that's very YouTube based.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with YouTube, by the way. I enjoy YouTube football. I'm shout out to United Stan. Fuck you, man. But my point was just like a lot of people are angered at the fact that you get these kind of like very popular influencers.
But why
joining in? Because I think they look at it and it's like, yo, this is very unfair. Like
unfair on how?
I don't know.
This is what I don't understand. People people like complaining. That's one thing.
Look at Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
KSI.
Yeah.
You have an Anthony Joshua fight.
Yeah.
And then you have a KSI fight. What do you think attracts more?
Well, it depends who. Because that's the thing. It depends who's bringing in that interest. Because it could even be the case that because you said he was the undercard, right?
Even if you look at the followers. KSI Logan Paul combined have got more than probably every boxer in the game. Like I was,
then it's not. But then you have to remember, it's not going to be diehard boxing fans watching that fight.
But that's my point, though.
It'll be the
reason.
It'll
why
just be KSI and whoever else fans.
That's my point, though. The reason why the YouTube game is so much stronger is I don't like boxing. Personally, I don't watch boxing.
Then that's.
But my point is, I'm not going to tune in for a YouTube boxing match. Probably more likely because I know the characters.
Yeah.
And I've seen them. I've seen their content.
It kind of makes me think of like it's like a real life version. You ever played Def Jam?
Yeah.
The game was so good, man. It's basically like a
a
real life.
Both done.
Yeah, you remember that one time in Stockholm? Yeah. You know that one corner shop, you know?
It's funny you said Stockholm. I actually used to live in Stockholm. So that was I'm like, wow, this guy came to Stockholm.
I actually said Stockholm, but never mind.
When I met you, I lived in Stockholm.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah. Actually, you gassed it saying you're in. Oh, I live in Vauxhall still.
Well, I live basically.
And then I pressed you on it later. You're like, nah, I was actually Stockholm.
My postcode is Vauxhall, but I'm close to the Stockholm station.
Okay.
And I'm actually quite close to the club or not. I was like right bang in the middle. So when if I was chatting to like some hot spice, I'll be like, I live in Clapham North. It sounds a bit posh.
So you used whatever was more convenient. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of the same thing I do as well. I either use East London or Essex, depending on.
Yeah, I don't know why you say Essex though, because.
No, because my postcode is Essex.
Maybe ain't no Joey Essex. Get it, guys? He ain't no Joey Essex. Okay, cool. That was whack.
Anyways.
But anyways.
Yeah.
So do you think that YouTube tackling or going into all of these kind of like very traditional industries is a good look for the actual sport? Because me personally,
it's a win. I think it's a major win.
You think it's a win for the sport or a win for YouTube? Because this is my argument
for both parties.
I feel like it's a win for YouTube.
It's a win on both parties. Now you from looking at it at first, you think okay, like is kind of messed up, but you have to think of it this way. Now, because a lot of the time within traditional media, they don't really like to adapt with things until it's too late.
Yeah.
So now that they see, one thing is working, they're going to now switch up their approach to things.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was going to say now. It was so profound. I had it in my head, but it was just a notification that's just messing me up.
That Copperberg.
Yeah. No. No, it's because this thing just come up like telling me it's disconnected. But
What, disconnected your phone?
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi thing, but now it's reconnected.
Oh, okay.
I
was about to be like, yo, is the camera recording?
But no, okay, let me rewind everything. Okay, so it's a win-win. Why? Because now, when the heads of whatever league it is or whatever whoever it is, they're looking at, okay, So we see this is a way to now broadcast our stuff. Maybe pay-per-view numbers are going down. They see streaming's going up. Whatever the case is, they'll look at the statistics, and then they'll better, shape how they now present the sport.
Yeah, but I feel like that's good for YouTube. I don't feel like you get
either way. It's going to be good for YouTube because that's the
but,
platform they're going to be using.
But see, this I feel like the only way this can work is if boxers become YouTubers. And let me explain to you why.
Why not?
Let me explain to you why.
That's what people like. People like to see.
No. That's what YouTube fans like.
No. Because even
you're not getting the point though, bro.
Because
YouTubers.
Yeah.
And let me be real. I can tell you 10 billion stories about Logan Paul and KSI. Unless it's on the paper, I don't know who Anthony Joshua is, bro.
But I'm
he
telling
has nothing. There's no YouTube channel.
But you know why? Because you don't know what he does.
But that's my point.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
This is why YouTubers.
Because why do you think Will Smith had his a moment? Yeah, what he started. What was it last year, right? He had that moment when he first was on IG
now
and
he's popping.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know what?
That is what I'm saying.
Back to YouTube. My guy's been in like 3 or 4 movies.
That is what I'm saying. Because now, because before,
Jack Black.
There we go. Because before celebrities,
Channing Tatum
has a YouTube channel now. For real? Okay. Shouts to him, man. Shouts to him.
Everybody jumping on his YouTube.
Yeah, because like, you have to remember the whole celebrity game has changed.
Yeah.
Like before, it would be the norm for you to appear on your TV show, your movie, or whatever it is. And then after that, after you're offset, gone. Nothing.
You were just waiting for TMZ to fight shit.
This is before TMZ.
Even before TMZ.
We're talking about the 90s.
They're talking about fucking the Sun newspaper.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. So nowadays, people like that because with social media, it gives you that personal touch with that person, and it gives you instant feedback too because they could reply to whatever it is. But what are the chances of you getting replied to anyways? But
I feel like YouTube has, or YouTubers, or influencers, what are you gonna call these people these days in 2019, has changed the way fans see celebrities because. You do get that very intimate shit, like something that everybody knows. I don't know if you know, like Firahs or whatever. He sits there and tells you like his most personal shit.
Exactly, yeah.
Especially
and people love it.
Bipolar, people love it. And then you got people,
and they find it more impactful too.
Very more impactful. You got people that vlogs every day. Timothy Delegate vlogs all the time, weekly.
Remember the moment KSI Neistat had when he first did daily vlogs?
KSI Neistat,
that was unheard of.
Unheard of.
The traction he got in the first.
But his I feel like people like. Is it Jesse from
Jesse Wellens?
Pranks? He used to do things
Prank versus Prank, and then his vlogging channel was BFS GF, or maybe it was the other way around. Yeah,
they're now separated, so his thing is not Jesse.
Yeah,
and then I feel like Jesse, KSI Neistat. I don't know if I'm gonna put Fuzi in there, but in terms of that vlog style, you know when it. Because KSI Neistat had skills in the editing room, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Skills! When he first started doing daily vlogging, he had the drone shot. Because they're the only 3 YouTubers that I'll remember that was implemented movie-style edits to just a vlog. They'll just be doing like a random road trip and have all this cool little cut.
Yeah.
Like, you might put in what?
Yeah.
What? And it's daily vlogs.
Yeah.
But I feel like they definitely changed the game for vlogging.
Definitely, yeah.
But in terms of style, but what I also rate about those 3 is they're all in a different way. They're all very likability. So KSI Neistat is more like the gadget nerd, because he does a thing in his room. He's got 10 billion cameras and shit. Jesse is more of the jokester, the prankster. In terms
the guy
of
with the nice sneakers.
Yeah. He's a sneaker.
Yeah.
And then Firahs is the. I was about to say such a bad thing. I'm gonna say I was about to say crybaby, but he's like the personal one. He's the guy that you go to if you need motivation or you're upset. I don't really watch.
Sometimes he doesn't take his own advice, but carry on.
Yeah, I don't really watch. I'm more of a Firahs in terms of like the pranks content, rather than the vlogs content. The vlogs are okay. But I can't always sit there and just hear about a crime. It's not really.
I was only watching his vlogs around the time when he was he did his first Medea.
Medea Halloween.
Around that time,
you didn't watch him when he was on tour with Roman Atwood. Anyway, shout out to Roman
Yeah, around
Atwood.
that time. Yeah, that was around the same
Roman
time.
Atwood follows me on Twitter.
Jeez.
Gas it up there. I'll tell you why he follows me on a twit. So your boy was out here flexing, sending him videos every week, trying to get him to watch my YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And for one video only, he retweeted that motherfucking shit and followed me back. I was gassed.
What video was that?
It's my most watched video on Chat and Joe. I think it's got 11K.
Oh, it was on Chat and Chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Roman Atwood.
All right.
And then he sent me a little message and said, "Keep going, bro." And he was like, "I've been seeing you tag me for such a long period of time. I thought I'd show you some love and then give me a quick little retweet." So I was like, "Cheers."
So what's the moral of the story here then?
We are talking about KSI versus
I know, right?
match, the rematch.
This happens on your podcast, man. You just go in a tangent.
So it's
carry
gonna
on.
be on November the 22nd.
Yep.
At Staples Center in the US.
Yep. West Coast.
No headgear. So the reason why I was bringing that YouTube actually going into boxing is because they have now gone pro. KSI Logan Paul are now pro boxers. Therefore, the people on the undercards are pro boxers. No more YouTubers. So there can't be no Fujitsu versus so and so or Jake Paul. They're pro boxers now. Meaning that the boxing matches have to have real boxers on the undercard. It's going to be hosted by a popular boxing group called DAZN. I saw it's a DAZN, so I don't know if that stands for anything, but I'm just going to say DAZN, if you correct me, but it's DAZN, who hosts boxing matches for people like Anthony Joshua and various other big boxing fans. Now, this is where the conversation got in, because there's this guy called Billy Joe Saunders, who's a pro boxer as well.
Yep.
And people are going, can you believe that one of the boxing goods, I don't know how good he is, but I'm going to say great. I don't know if he's that great, but the way people are talking about it is like, can you believe he's undercard? I'm assuming that he's a fairly big boxer.
Yeah.
And he's on the undercard of two non-boxers. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
People that's only full YouTubers.
Yeah.
And now they're pro boxers. And they're run by a guy who does boxing for, the Anthony Joshua's, the Mayweathers.
Yep.
So a lot of the fans are like, yo, what the fuck's going on? This is bullshit. So that's why I was asking if you think it's a good move for YouTube or boxing. I personally think it's a good move for YouTube. And I'll tell you why I say YouTube. YouTube as a platform has now the opportunity to stream live, and they are going to be streaming live on YouTube. And obviously it's pay-per-view as well. So and it's going to be on like BT Sports and Sky. This is a big event.
Oh, it's going to be on TV too.
TV2
and
YouTube. Remember, it's a boxing match now.
Yeah,
it's not a YouTube
event.
Let
me give it a prediction. I don't think the TV numbers are going to be doing that well now.
The numbers will be on YouTube. Yeah, because that's where the fans are. You can stream it live on YouTube, and you can stream it live on any pay-per-view. And how you normally watch any boxing event, you can find it on TV.
Because you have to... Okay, so all the other big boxing events, have they been on YouTube?
No, it's the first one.
So this is exactly what I'm saying. So now they're gonna see the difference in numbers. They're gonna... Whoever's heading up the broadcasting, they're gonna see, okay...
The TV thing should be whacked because real boxing fans aren't tuning in for this shit.
That's true, yeah.
They might tune in, but
they might tune in for the undercard, yeah.
This is my problem. They might still tune in because of who they're getting on the undercard. And when you have two celebrities that combined have like over 40 million followers, 20 million subscribers for KSI, I think he's around 20 million as well.
Yep.
40 million followers on YouTube alone. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Most boxing fights don't even reach 25 million in one outing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a huge move for YouTube. What YouTube can now you can, if I don't know if you know, but the Champions League final, the Europa League final.
Well, they learned, because I remember seeing the banners. Yeah,
they're streamed live on YouTube.
Well, they've learned very well then.
YouTube is going to become the spot for sports. But my point is it beneficial for the sport? Like the reason why I keep going back to that,
I think
it's because of the type of people that watches YouTube. Kids. And kids fall in love with people they see all the time. So KSI and Logan Paul doing it is great for them because their fans and their audiences and other people's audiences will be like, yo, check it. Is it a man that I used to watch for 10 years? They're now going pro, yada, yada,
Another
yada.
thought just came into my head, but yeah.
But then I look at people like, okay, Mayweather is kind of done, but you got Manny Pacquiao, Anthony Joshua, and whoever you got. I don't care. I don't even know about some of that.
Yeah.
We don't know them. So I feel like unless they begin getting into this game the way if it's gonna turn towards the YouTube game, I feel like they're gonna lose a lot. They're gonna lose a lot more than a YouTuber would. I feel like this is good for YouTube. This is good for influencers. Like FutureTube the other day, I'm finding out my dude's doing boxing. I'm like,
like every other tweet from FutureTube is about boxing.
Boxing now. So I'm thinking, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're boxing. Deji's been boxing.
Yeah.
Drake Paul's been boxing. What, are YouTubers just gonna turn pro now? Because that's what I'm saying. It's good for YouTube. I feel like if all of these men just start going pro, they don't even have to fight real boxers. And this is my issue. Are we ever going to see a KSI versus Anthony Joshua? We probably never. Because
they're in different weight class though, aren't they?
No, it's not about the weight class. I'm just talking about, are you going to see a professional boxer versus a YouTuber?
Oh, because they could decline they could choose who they fight.
Yeah,
it's not like a fix the league. Yeah, that's the thing.
If you're a boxer, you want to go against these men. They're whack.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
My point
but I'm saying, both parties have to.
But what will they want? I don't think YouTubers would want to do that.
No,
of course not.
Maybe one might come along and is like
one that's actually
able to
actually good at the sport.
Yeah,
I know Adam Sala is a YouTuber. Do you know Adam Sala?
Yeah,
he's a YouTuber. He actually,
I think he was the one that did a meet and greet in Ilford.
Yeah.
It's like the most random thing. Because the thing is, no, it wasn't at a park. It was at a Costa. Because I remember I came out the station once, and I'm like, what's going on here?
You see a bad man in the street.
Yeah, and then I think I don't know if it was you that told me or someone else. They were like, oh yeah, no, it was someone on Snapchat actually. I can't even remember. But yeah, okay, wait, hold on. Restart that, yeah. Adam's doing a meet and greet in Ilford.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ilford?
Well, it's because it's a strong Muslim community there.
That's true.
Yeah, Muslim.
He could have done East Ham though. That's even more. I mean,
because
we're mixed with Romanians too.
Yeah, I know he did one in Hyde Park.
Yeah.
He did one in Ilford.
Yeah, that's more sensible. Hyde Park. You've got a lot of space.
Well, I think
Ilford smells of piss near the station.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, he doesn't know. He's just coming from overseas, and then people are probably going to him and they say, "You got a huge Muslim community here. Come here." He's like, "You Muslim YouTuber? Muslim YouTubers? It's majority headscarf women and." You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Man ain't gotta be in public just in case father starts clapping them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm Muslim. I know what I'm doing, bro.
Yeah.
Not really practicing though, but shout out to my Muslim brother, man. I left my fiance.
Well, evidently.
Why are you trying to say evidently? I could have still gone to the masjid after this.
Oh my goodness!
So shout out
to Firahs, man.
Shout out to Firahs. By the way, I would say shout out to KSI, shout out to Logan Paul.
Yeah.
You think it's a good move for the sport?
Yeah, I'll explain because I'm trying to think of a different example of like a sport becoming popular from like personalities or whatnot.
Yeah, but there ain't no sport that become popular because of personalities, though, bro.
Oh yeah. Like the NBA once upon a time was not popping at all, but you had this whole narrative of Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird. This was back in the 80s. Yeah, I'm not a historian, but because they made it like a personal thing, viewership went up, and then straight after that era came Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And then you had that whole personal touch as well. And like I've heard many instances where I'll give you an example. Not mixed martial arts, but just individual martial arts like judo, kung fu, or karate, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that you would ask, what was your first exposure to martial arts? I watched Jackie Chan. I watched Bruce Lee. You might even go down to.
But are we really comparing?
No. But listen, because obviously Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, they were popping on the screen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You might have had some dude in some dojo in the middle of a forest in Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
See, like looking at how Bruce Lee fights on screen and be like, this guy's whack. He's only for the TV. Da da da. So same sort of thing. If you have like a boxing fan that knows his stuff, sees.
But doesn't Jet Li do his own style like Jackie Chan?
Yeah, but I'm giving you an example.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't know what the opinion is on their style with like the actual competitive stuff. Because I know when it comes to like combat sports, there's an on-screen style and the actual competitive style.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the opinion is from the competitive style to the on-screen stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So with that being said, you have all of these people who started off just watching the on-screen stuff, got into the competitive stuff, and now they're like
some of them are really
in it, and because they started off from the on-screen stuff, they still appreciate the on-screen. So same sort of thing that could happen with boxing. You have all these kids or whatever, it might even be their first boxing match they ever watch. Do
you believe that YouTube will bring more people into the sport in terms of
definitely
physically wanting to pursue the sport or just watch?
Pursuit, I don't know about pursuit, but definitely a fan base, definitely.
But don't you think it's more important that they get more people to pursue the sport?
Not really.
No,
because you have because like how many professional boxers, active professional boxers do we have?
There's
at the
many,
moment?
but how many do we know? That's the issue.
How many do we need as well? That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like.
So I think we're kind of good on the supply and demand on that sense.
Well, this is the thing though, because I'm looking at all these young kids who are gonna look at the KSIs, the pros. That's gonna be their inspiration to wanting to go into the sport.
Yeah.
So they're gonna want to go down the route of we got YouTube beef. Let's have a boxing match.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not real boxing. It's we have YouTube beef. We can't settle it on a streets no more because we're too famous. Let's have a boxing match. That's all this is. It's YouTube beef. KSI and Joe Weller had beef. They settled it in a ring. Yeah, it's cool because it shows maturity. Yeah, you're not doing nothing stupid. You're even showing young kids, hey, look, you don't need to go to the street to set your differences. Do it in a ring. Shake hands at the end. Boom, but it's all cool.
Yeah.
They're pro boxers. This is my shit. They're pro boxers, and I think it makes me think. Right, if you're a YouTuber and you go to kickball,
but at the end of the day, it's just a title.
It's a bit like when Usain Bolt came and said, "I want to be a footballer," and then an Australian team signed him. Whack as hell, but brought in the fucking fans. Shit was booming. Everybody was hating on the team for getting Usain Bolt into that. But he played professional for a professional football club with no real talent. I won't say no real talent, but no.
But did that team end up having a net positive on their?
Of course.
Viewership? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
that's exactly what I'm saying.
You're just making more money.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you're not good enough, you shouldn't be just doing the sport.
But that's the other half as well. So I'm all for everyone.
Yeah, but my point
having that opportunity to be pro. But if you ain't at the pro level, you gotta kick rocks, my guy.
How would we know that KSI Logan Paul at the pro level when all they do is fighting YouTubers at pro level?
Well, exactly. So when you have all these others trying to challenge them and they keep declining, they're gonna keep getting the heat.
We both just agree that we know they're not going to want to do that. Yeah. There's not going to be a day. Logan Paul is more Anthony versus weight class.
And I kind of see your point because, like I was asking,
the boxers ain't going to benefit from this.
Because
the YouTubers are going to benefit from this.
Because it's not like I see what you mean. Because like at that point, because it's not mandatory for you to verse everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a league where you have to verse everyone and then there's like a playoffs and all that. Like you choose who you fight. Yeah. Because even like who is it? Like even the biggest boxers now, they still get slack for not choosing certain people as well.
Exactly.
So I do see that. Yeah. So it. So it is like kind of a popularity contest like that. If it's set up like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see your point, but in the grand scheme of things, I think is gonna be a win. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, shout out to you two. Shout out to KSI versus Logan Paul. We out here.
Yeah.
We still love you.
Yeah.
We're going to briefly discuss Bad Boys trailer. Because Joe hasn't really seen it. But I have to bring out that again. Title. Trying to get a title. Yeah, that already. Thumbnail's going to be lit.
I think we should take like a quick break to like fix the lighting. Because, it's gone kind of...
It's getting a bit dark right now. So we'll be back here in about...
This is how unprofessional, yo. We just taking breaks at any time. Like
this is literally what happens when it's a first podcast. So we're gonna take another break. Put the lights on the lights. Like, I'll probably look a bit. Can you even see me, guys? Look at my teeth. Anyway,
because I've at least got the reflection of the screen here, but you,
I'm dark as hell. I looked at my phone. I'm thinking, damn, is my phone picking anything up? Can't be dark in both places. But anyway, we will be right back with you in a couple of seconds to carry on with Bad Boys.
Cool.